The clock above cell 4 still reads 11:59, though the courthouse wound it every week till the night they crossed that line. The clock above cell 4 won't give midnight to the dead. 1 minute hangs like judgment over every word they said. You can pardon flesh and bone, you can blame the hands of time, but the clock above cell 4 knows who carried out the crime. Silas Bell was 23, worked the sawmill south of town. They found a widow's silver locket near the place her body drowned. My father wore the sheriff's badge, swore he saw that young man run. The jury prayed, the preacher nodded, and the hanging rope was hung. The clock above cell 4 won't give midnight to the dead. 1 minute hangs like judgment over every word they said. You can pardon flesh and bone, you can blame the hands of time, but the clock above cell 4 knows who carried out the crime. Daddy died, I found the locket in a flower sack beneath his bed, with a photograph of that young widow and a note she never sent. It read, "Meet me by the Black River, we can leave before first light." On the back my father's writing, she chose Silas, make it right. Now the clock above cell 4 has begun to move again. Its hands crawl past the minute where they murdered an innocent man. I laid the badge beneath the gallows, heard the old jail timbers cry, and the clock above cell 4 struck 12 for the first time. At dawn they found the cell door open and one shadow on the wall. Mine was standing by the window, but it wasn't mine at all. Pike bought wedding rings, wore medals, tools and guns. Anything a man would trade when the rent was overdue. But one old fiddle in his window had no price upon the string. And after closing every Thursday, folks could hear that deadwood sing. There's a fiddle in the window playing low and no one bows. One note calls across the courthouse, one crawls underneath the town. Emmett says it's only timber settling when the night turns cold, but the fiddle in the window plays a song he never sold. sky crane came down from Ashland with a coat too thin for snow. Played the dances at the Grange Hall, slept wherever he could go. He loved Sheriff Dalton's daughter, she loved him enough to leave. But the night they planned their running, Levi vanished Christmas Eve. There's a fiddle in the window playing low when no one bows. One note calls across the courthouse, one crawls underneath the town. Emmett says it's only timber settling when the night turns cold, but the fiddle in the window plays a song he never sold. After Emmett died that winter, I took inventory alone, found a blood-stained Grange Hall ticket pressed beneath the fiddle's bow. On the back my father's writing, Dalton paid me not to tell. Levi's resting past the quarry where the white dogwoods fell. Now the fiddle's left the window, it plays nightly from the hill. Every note bends toward the quarry, every bow stroke names him still. Sheriff Dalton's stone split open when the first spring thunder rolled, and the fiddle in the darkness played the song they never sold. At sunrise, white blooms cover one small hollow in the ground, and a girl in her father's old coat laid a train ticket down. Laid a train ticket down. There's a well behind the chapel where the grass won't ever grow. Folks say water turned to iron 37 years ago. Old Miss Carter leaves a wildflower on the stones each Sunday noon. Then she walks home through the cornfields before the rising of the moon. Don't draw water from that well. Don't lean close and speak your name. Some things buried under mercy still remember why they came. When the bucket strikes the darkness, you can hear the old rope groan. Don't draw water from that well unless you mean to carry something home. Her father preached the book of Matthew with a voice that shook the glass, but every sermon ended early when a freight train thundered past. One September after harvest, his youngest girl was gone. They found one shoe beside the hedgerow and her ribbon near the pond. Don't draw water from that well. Don't lean close and speak your name. Some things buried under mercy still remember why they came. When the bucket strikes the darkness, you can hear the old rope groan. Don't draw water from that well unless you mean to carry something home. Last winter Miss Carter found me with a shovel in my hand. She said, boy, the dead ain't restless, it's the living who can't stand. And she placed that faded ribbon in the pocket of my coat, and the chapel bell rang once, though no hand was on the rope. I drew water from that well. I leaned close and spoke her name. The wind went still across the cornfield, and the church windows filled with rain. When the bucket reached the daylight, there was nothing there but stone and a little blue ribbon that I swear I'd left at home. Now each Sunday after midnight, someone walks the chapel ground, and the well behind the altar makes a slow and hollow sound. My father worked the Fenwick mine, where daylight feared to go. Came home with coal beneath his nails and winter in his clothes. He kept a yellow canary in a jar above the stove. Said when a small thing quits its singing, that's when a wise man goes. But the canary in the glass still sings when no one's near. Its little wings beat warning for the men who would not hear. Fenwick buried 30 miners, then buried what it knew. But the canary in the glass keeps singing through the blue. Smelled the poison 3 full hours before the fall, but the company train was waiting and the coal cars weren't filled all. He told the men, keep digging, it's only mountain air. Then he rode home before the siren left their supper getting cold. And the canary in the glass still sings when no one's near. Its little wings beat warning for the men who would not hear. Fenwick buried 30 miners, then buried what it knew. But the canary in the glass keeps singing through the blue. Last spring they drained the lower tunnel and found my father's lamp, still hanging from a timber beam beside the foreman's cap. Scratched deep into the metal were 6 words, black with dust. He heard the bird quit singing. He sent us down because now the canary in the glass sings louder every year. It shakes the courthouse windows when the company men appear. Fenwick buried 30 miners, but one truth made it through. The canary in the glass was never singing for the dead. It was singing for the few who knew. I left the jar upon the courthouse steps at sunrise in the rain. By noon, every mine bell in the valley was ringing without a chain. The grain mill closed in '82. When rust stayed through the stairs, still every dust, the northmost silo, breeze warm into the air. Old Jonah Pike sits by the cornfield with a shotgun on his knees, while a hymn comes through the sheet metal, though the night has got no breeze. There are hymns inside the silo, low and buried in the grain. Voices rise when summer lightning walks its fingers through the plain. Jonah says, don't sing beside it, don't let heaven hear your tone. There are hymns inside the silo, and one voice sounds like my own. My sister joined the traveling revival in the spring of '79. Wore a blue dress Mama made her, sang Abide with me each night. The preacher left before the harvest, said she'd followed him down south, but Jonah found her silver songbook with wheat dust in its mouth. There are hymns inside the silo, low and buried in the grain. Voices rise when summer lightning walks its fingers through the plain. Jonah says, don't sing beside it, don't let heaven hear your tone. There are hymns inside the silo, and one voice sounds like my own. Ladder with a songbook in my coat. Every wrong began to tremble when I sang her opening note. Then the grain below me shifted, though the silo had been dry, and John shouted from the cornfield, girl, your sister never died. Now the hymns inside the silo shake the crows out of the trees. One voice begs the Lord for mercy, one is calling after me. Jonah dropped his gun at sunrise, said I kept her here alone, and the hymns inside the silo changed his name into a moan. The county tore the silo open, found nobody in the grave. Only one blue dress still hanging, dry and clean against the rain. The Larkspur closed in '71. Its ballroom roof fell through. Moss climbed across the fire escape, and ivy filled room 2. But in the lobby after midnight, little red lights blink and burn, though every wire was cut for copper, and no guest has checked in since. The switchboard at the Larkspur keeps lighting room 13. A woman whispers, "Please connect me." Then the line goes cold and clean. You can pull the cords and leave them, you can break the ringing bell, but the switchboard at the Larkspur still knows who refused her help. Worked the night shift, wore a pencil through her hair. She knew every married traveler and which name he used in there. One July, a woman called her, said the mayor's locked my door. Send the sheriff, tell my sister. Then she heard the hallway floor. The switchboard at the Larkspur keeps lighting room 13. A woman whispers, "Please connect me." Then the line goes cold and clean. You can pull the cords and leave them, you can break the ringing bell, but the switchboard at the Larkspur still knows who refused her help. Mayor Shaw had paid off Mavis with a ring and 20 bills. She pulled the cord from 13 and let the whole floor still. At dawn they found the window open, found one heel beside the bed. Shaw said she had left for Memphis. Mavis never raised her head. Now the switchboard at the Larkspur lights each number one by one. Every room begins to whisper what the mayor said and done. I connected room 13 to the courthouse down the hill, and a woman gave a statement in her voice, both clear and still. By sunrise, Shaw's old monument had split across his name, and Aunt Mavis' buried wedding ring was hanging from the frame. One red light kept burning after every other fell on the switchboard at the Larkspur, where no one calls for help. Black dog waits at the county line, where the pavement turns to stone. Mud dried hard along his ribs, a freight rope hanging low. He never barks at passing trucks, never follows anyone. But when my headlights touch his eyes, he turns toward where I'm from. That black dog knows the road, every ditch and every every flame. It keeps 10 steps ahead of me, like guilt that learned my name. I can cross another border, I can drive till morning shines, but that black dog knows the road back across the county line. Town's red fireman coat the night the Benson farmhouse burned. Mrs. Benson screamed, "My boy's upstairs," but I saw where the floorboards turned. Old man Benson kept his payroll in a box beneath the stairs. I carried out $3,000 while the child was breathing there. That black dog knows the road, every ditch and every flame. It keeps 10 steps ahead of me, like guilt that learned my name. I can cross another border, I can drive till morning shines, but that black dog knows the road back across the county line. Bought a used Ford pickup, a wedding ring, a patch of ground, but smoke came through the bedroom vent whenever rain was coming down. My wife would ask what woke me, I'd say the dog outside again. She never saw him by the fence, only ashes on my hands. Now the black dog leaves the roadside, walks beside me through the gate. The Benson place is weeds and chimney, but one upstairs window waits. I lay the money in the doorway, though the bills are black with time, and the black dog climbs the staircase as the church bell strikes 9. At dawn they found my truck still running, driver's door thrown open wide. 2 trails cross the burned out garden, one in boots and one in fire. Judge Mercer on the north field, from the creek to Miller's Pine. Though the bellboys worked that red dirt since before the county line, their father died one Sunday morning with his good shirt buttoned wrong. And by Monday Mercer's signature said the Bell Farm didn't belong. Songs where the family names are crossed. Ink can steal a man's inheritance, but it can't tell the dirt who's lost. Every furrow knows the footsteps, every fence recalls the palms. There's a truth the judge left hidden in a deed beneath the songs. Bellboys moved to western Kansas. Their mother took the train, left 6 chairs inside the farmhouse and white sheets upon the frames. Mercer planted cotton, profit built a porch of polished stone, but nothing grew along the acre where the family Bible had gone. There's a deed beneath the Psalms where the family names are crossed. Ink can steal a man's inheritance, but it can't tell the dirt who's lost. Every furrow knows the footsteps, every fence recalls the palms. There's a truth the judge left hidden in a deed beneath the Psalms. Judge lay close to dying. He called me to his room, said, "Bring the Bible from the smokehouse. Don't let daylight find it soon." Between mercy and deliverance, a second deed was pressed, signed by every bell before him, with his father as witness. Now the deed beneath the Psalms hangs inside the courthouse hall. Mercer's name is scraped from every stone, but the rain won't wash it all. The bellboys never came back home. Their mother's long since gone. Still the north field grows wild cotton, shaped like little open palms. They buried Mercer near the boundary where no church hymn could be heard. By spring his stone had tilted toward the land he said was his. Behind the house on Galloway Road, an apple tree leans east, its branches black through every spring, its roots too deep to reach. My grandmother tied white ribbons there the morning I was born, then cut them down one Christmas Eve and fed them to the storm. The apple tree blooms in winter when the ground is iron and white. Red fruit hangs beneath the branches only on the coldest nights. You can taste one and remember every promise you betrayed. That apple tree blooms in winter, but its fruit won't let you stay. Kept the cellar locked and wore the key on thread. She said the jars held summer peaches. I heard someone breathe instead when fever took her late in March. She pulled me to her bed. Never dig beneath that apple tree. Some roots are fed by dread. That apple tree blooms in winter when the ground is iron and white. Red fruit hangs beneath the branches only on the coldest nights. You can taste one and remember every promise you betrayed. That apple tree blooms in winter, but its fruit won't let you stay. I dug there after Mama's berries. while sleet erased the road. Found a child's brass button and a chain gone green with mold. Then the cellar door swung open, though the key was in my hand, and a little voice behind me said, "Sister, now you understand." Now the apple tree blooms in winter, and two shadows cross the snow. One belongs to who was buried, one to who refused to know. I took one fruit between my fingers, heard my mother start to pray. That apple tree blooms in winter, and tonight I mean to stay. By morning every branch was empty, every ribbon tied again, and two small sets of footprints stopped where the roots went in. There's a room above the pharmacy with one window facing west, where Dr. Hale kept winter coats and bottles without labels. Every evening after closing, he would climb the narrow stairs, set two plates upon the table, and speak as if someone were there. Leave the room above the pharmacy, leave the curtain drawn and still. Some medicine can quiet pain, but some remembrance never will. When the floorboards start their pacing and the blue glass bottles chime, leave the room above the pharmacy. What lives there isn't yours to find. His wife had died one April morning in a fever no one named. He signed the paper with a steady hand, then burned her wedding dress. But the nurse who washed the body found dark powder on her tongue, and a silver spoon still warm beside the medicine he had brung. Leave the room above the pharmacy, leave the curtain drawn and still. Some medicine can quiet pain, but some remembrance never will. When the floorboards start their pacing and the blue glass bottles chime, leave the room above the pharmacy. What lives there isn't yours to find. Years later, when the doctor vanished, they broke the upstairs lock, found two chairs pulled near the window, and her hair inside a box. On the table lay a prescription written in his careful hand. Take one truth before you're dying, take the second when you can. Now the room above the pharmacy turns blue at 9:30. Two shadows cross behind the curtain, one is hers and one is mine. For I filled that last prescription, and I learned what guilt can hide. The room above the pharmacy has been waiting all this time. Down below, the bell keeps ringing, though the front door's nailed and chained. And two plates cool beside the window every time they speak my name.